Hi, this is Tutor P, and this is noun phrase 430. The noun phrase today is a fate worse than death. Okay, someone wants to screenshot it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone says that something is a fate worse than death, it means it would be a situation or experience that is very unpleasant, presumably worse than dying. However, this phrase is often used in a hyperbolic sense, which means it is usually greatly exaggerated in order to be humorous. So it's often used with some situations that clearly it would not be better to die than experience this unpleasant situation, but you're saying this just to be humorous, to emphasize how unpleasant it is. All right, let's continue. The phrase dates back to 1711 in a book called Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. It was used in reference with virgins being dishonored or possibly raped. It was later greatly popularized in 1914 with the publication of the story Tarzan of the Apes, in which the main character, Jane Porter, of course, she was the main female character because, of course, Tarzan was the main character, was physically thrown over the shoulder of a hairy ape and carried away, leaving her with a fate worse than death. At least that's the way they described it. All right, and that's what popularized the term a lot more at that time. All right, but we got 4 examples here to show how one may use it. The first 2 are exaggerated, to be funny, like being forced to sit through his boring lectures is a fate worse than death. Now, obviously, no matter how boring his lectures are, dying would be much worse. Number 2, having to listen to her constant nagging would be a fate worse than death. Also unpleasant, but, dying clearly would be much worse. Now, 3 and 4 is, closer to a real situation. He lives in constant pain from his injuries. He says it is a fate worse than death. Well, hopefully not, but it probably is really unpleasant. And number 4, she was abducted and forced to live as a prostitute in a human trafficking chain. Her life was a fate worse than death until she finally escaped. So this one is closer to real life. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.